So I think we're seeing like two different forces at play in different segments of the market. So I envisage that more of the institutions on the other side of this wall are going to start to look at business line by business line, whether it's migrations or spin-offs, and start to deploy some of that capital now and maybe leapfrog some of the neobanks that have historically seen a lot of growth.
But you look at all of your customers and they're all relatively new organisations. You nip next door here to Cyboss, you've got big banks that have been around for, in some cases, hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Why are they not customers yet? What is it about them that they've been so slow to maintain their current sort of focus?
Yeah, so we actually have a couple of tier one customers which we can't name.
That's why I don't know who they are.
I know, we'll do it offline. So I think we're actually at a really interesting point now. So if you look at the current economic climate, right, in 2008, the crash was largely formed and had the financial services business at the center of it. And the well-established banks and FIs took quite a large hit in that case. If you look at the crash now, or the economic climate downturn, it's not caused by the financial services sector, it's caused by a number of different other factors. And I think now is the opportunity for institutions like this who have deep pockets, they've got capitalised balance sheets, and they've got corporate governance structures to invest. So now is their opportunity to come in and start to invest in the market, to then come out the other end with more appealing and agile products that help meet the needs of their customers. They're also, dare I say, a victim of a lack of cultural agility, right? So you need to have this cultural agility across the business to deploy a tech stack in a different way and deploy your budget and resources in that way. So it's around tech agility, talent agility, and cultural agility. We're now seeing more and more of that segment of customer come and talk to Mambu and our partners about what we can deliver for them. When you look at the neobank space, which has clearly fueled a lot of our growth, but we've helped onboard, call it 80 million customers globally for them. They're now at a slightly different point in time, which is their top line growth has been funded by the external markets, right, in terms of funding. That's changing, that's a changing dynamic. It's in less supply or it's more expensive. They have the cultural agility from the product development perspective, but now they need to think about their top line growth strategy and the bottom line. So I think we're seeing like two different forces at play in different segments of the market. So I envisage that more of the institutions on the other side of this wall are going to start to look at business line by business line, whether it's migrations or spin-offs, and start to deploy some of that capital now and maybe leapfrog some of the neobanks that have historically seen a lot of growth, because they're now going to be looking at their costs to income ratios and their profitability, and that cost of customer acquisition was something that was very expensive but they could fund through the external markets. They can still be successful with a platform that allows for that scalability and growth. Many of them are using one today and some aren't. So I think it's interesting time.